Good morning and welcome to a brand new playlist, actually, which I'm really, really excited about. My name is Jacqueline S. Burke, and I am the author of, or the founder of Deep Coherence Technique, a 5-step body activation that has changed my life and has changed the life of countless other people, I'm very pleased to say. Today is a brand new playlist. It's something that has been on my mind. It's been something that's affected me personally, and that is screen time, excessive screen time. So this is I'm calling it the DCT 28 Digital Detox Challenge. And I've got to tell you, the first challenge is to myself. This is something that I've, in the last year or two, really wrestled with myself. So welcome. If you're new here, welcome. Today is just going to be setup day. It's going to be explaining how this is going to work. All right. So the 28-day DCT Digital Detox Challenge, it's quite a mouthful, is designed to disrupt unconscious scrolling, impulsive reacting, and I mean online, and digital overconsumption. This detox program is who feels that their screen time is out of control or negatively impacting their lives. It's also for people wanting to connect and go deeper into their own inner self, their own inner self knowing, hearing the signal that comes from within and drowning out all the noise of the digital world. So let's talk a little bit about excessive device use and screen time. Now, in recent studies, compulsive screen use has been linked to anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, alienation, and social disconnection. It's also linked to sedentary behavior, disrupted sleep patterns, chronic procrastination, and a lack of emotional intimacy with loved ones. Now, this is the reason why, after excessive screen time, we can often feel hollowed out, disconnected, and even numb, not to mention the frustration and disappointment when we add up all of those wasted hours. But it doesn't have to be this way. You see, there's nothing inherently wrong with technology in of itself. Just like anything else in life, it comes down to finding the right balance, which granted is easier said than done. But unlike other pervasive addictions in our society, there isn't as much readily available help in supporting us as we strive for a digital versus real life balance. And again, just want to refer back to myself. It's been a struggle for me as well. And I think that's because we live in an age of abundance in terms of information and communication. There are so many amazing teachers and way showers out there. There is so much confirmation out there as well, and so many platforms to access that kind of information. It's an unparalleled time to be living in, but that does present consumption issues. So the goal of this DCT 28-day digital detox is first and foremost to retrain our monkey minds. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how technology interacts with our monkey minds. And when I talk about monkey mind, I'm talking about chitter-chatter, impulsive, mammalian, reptilian part of our brains that reacts first and thinks later. It's where all of our habits and our impulses stem from. That's what I mean by your monkey mind. And the monkey mind always acts and speaks first in any given situation. So it's to train that monkey mind. It's to soothe and reset our nervous systems. We were never designed to receive news from around the world 24/7. So to soothe and reset our nervous systems and to rewire our complete brain's reward circuit. So to rewire neuroplasticity. But ultimately, for me at least, this program is an endeavor to return back home to a natural cadence, an internal rhythm of coherence. Because by gently reclaiming our attention, we can begin to live purposefully with intention. Because where our attention goes, our intention flows. Now, this is a metaphysical law and a neurological fact. So I'm going to break down today. Again, it's just set up, it's first day at school. I'm going to set up how this all works. I'm going to be broadcasting here Monday to Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for 28 days on this YouTube channel. And the best way to track this program is to subscribe now if you haven't subscribed to this channel. The reason being, it's going to let you know when the next video is available. It's going to update you. Now, I take the weekends off in a 28-day program, and that's deliberate because we're not designed to go, 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 go. And it's often, I found that in the space in between the downtime that some of my greatest epiphanies have arisen. Yes, there will be replays for those who cannot attend live. And there will be a guide to this program. I don't know when that will be, but it will be made available. And the details about that free program, probably a PDF or an ebook, will be made available in these show notes. So just check. So simply follow the prompts for each day. So I'm going to break down the 28 days and how it's going to be structured. So over 28 days, you will journey with me through 3 key stages of digital liberation. The first 9 days, we are going to do something that I call observe and allow. Observe and allow. And as the title suggests, it's an opportunity for you as the observer, not as the monkey mind, to witness your habits around screen time and device use without any judgment. I want to emphasize that, without any judgment. The second 9 days, we will be doing something called audit and crush sabotage, because it's normally around the middle of a program that sabotage will rear its ugly head, and we will meet it head on, literally head on, and crush it with tools. So that's about breaking these unconscious digital habits in the first place, finding their roots and tackling sabotage. And in the last 9 days of this program, we are going to learn to master our time. We're going to learn how to be disciplined in our attention, in our intention, in our presence, in how we use our life force. It is going to be a mastery 9 days technique. And that is really leaving us in the position where we can design our days in alignment with universal flow. So every day, this is how it breaks down per session. I'm going to do a 5-minute, like a mini, teeny, tiny TED talk. And this is purposeful because I need to stop your monkey mind and I need to give it something to think about. I need to convince it to take a seat and to listen to me. So this will be an opportunity for me to share words of wisdom from great philosophers, poets, way showers, teachers, but also to share studies, neuroscience, philosophy, from the arts, from scripture, from holy books, to really just give something for the mind to actually process, to actually hold on to, because it's part of the training. We want to get our monkey minds used to having to process and use critical thinking. So the first 5 minutes will be, like I said, a little talk. The second 5 minutes is going to drop into a mindful meditation that I call DCT. Now, for those of you that do deep coherence technique and have done it for a while, this is going to be a shortened version, especially designed for new people. And what this is going to do, it's going to drop us out from the monkey mind and bring us down into our bodies through breath and presence. And then for the remaining, say, 1 to 5 minutes, and I probably will log off at that time, but I'm going to invite you for another 1 to 5 minutes to sit in stillness and to process and integrate what you've heard and what you've experienced, and to perhaps use that time in some form of activity like contemplation. So this program is designed to be repeated. We're going to be recording it. It's going to be put up. You can do it over and over and over again until it becomes second nature to be in this kind of practice. So you can practice it continuously throughout the year. And you do not, I'm going to say this probably all the way through, you don't have to get this perfect the first 28-day cycle. The cycles are there for you to keep practicing. So the other thing I want to share with you is I am going to use some props. I like props. I use props. I do it primarily for my monkey mind. So one of the props that I'm going to be using through this 28 days is a morning book. All right. A morning book. Now, that can be anything uplifting. It can be a daily word. For example, that's what I use, a daily word book. It can be a spiritual or a self-help book, a book of poetry, a book of art, something that is uplifting and inspiring. I'm going to invite you also to go and get some candles or to have candles ready. I just use these little white tea lights, and the reason for all of these props is going to become apparent as we go through the 28 days. I'd like to invite you to go and buy or have or look out for a box like this, roughly just a little bit bigger than your cell phone. If you are particularly on a bigger device like I don't know, like a tablet or an iPhone, you might want to get a box that fits around your device. All right. So that's the third thing, a box, a container of some sort. And then the fourth thing is a journal or a notebook. All right. It doesn't have to be fancy pants. It can just be an ordinary, like this one, an ordinary Oxford notebook, obviously a pen. And also think about your environment. After you've done this session with me, you might want to just have a little spot where you're going to be undisturbed, and you will take these props with you afterwards, and it's going to become clear why that is. Just going to check this. Great, it's still rolling. Right, now to a really, I think, favorite part of this for me, and that is deep coherence technique. All right, so again, for those of you that are new, this is a 5-step full body activation. It calibrates every part of your biotechnology succinctly, and this is going to run about 5 minutes. So get comfortable. If you can, take your shoes and socks off. If it's possible, put your feet flat on the ground. Put your feet flat on the ground. And bring awareness to your feet. Bring your awareness down from the monkey mind. Feel it drop like a heavy feather, taking with it the cares and the chitter-chatter of your monkey mind. Down, down, down into your feet. And when you reach your feet, and I mean with your consciousness, become one with your feet. Fill your feet with your consciousness. Feel every part of your feet, the toes, the arch, the ball, the sides of your feet. Feel your feet. Very good. Now, feel the floor, the ground beneath your feet. Feel the ground beneath your feet. And in your mind's eye, in fact, it may be good for you to close your eyes now. In your mind's eye, do not see the floor that your feet are on. Let's transcend that. I want you to feel Mother Earth herself. Beautiful, warm, wet soil. Feel that. Feel that soil beneath your feet. And as you do so, I want you to suddenly become aware of a massive, glistening, effervescent root system that you didn't know was attached to the bottom of your feet, but is always there. And those roots go all the way down, 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 all the way down to the center of the earth herself, to the black core, solid, immutable. Now connect with that. And as you do so, feel that vibration, that resonance, that frequency from the earth rise up through those roots, up, 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 all the way up until it reaches the ground beneath your feet and enters your feet itself. Whoosh. A warm, heavy, blanket-like experience of calm and connectedness. Now that's your birthright. That is always there for you. We just need to bring our attention to it. And now feel that energy rising up like a golden spiral, up through your legs, through your knees, through your thighs, through your hips, loosening and softening, relaxing every part of your body as it rises up like a tide in the ocean, covering up and washing away any cares, any stresses, any gibberish, any nonsense. All of that is washed away. Become one with the earth. As a child of the earth, become one. Step number 1, you are grounded. Step number 2, we're going to create the light body. We're going to really magnify it through 5 deep breaths. I want you to breathe in through your nose, count 3, and then breathe out more slowly through your mouth. 5 deep breaths. And as you breathe, imagine that breath as light coming from the cosmic center, activating your light body. Very good, light body activated. Step number 3, we are going to prime our electromagnetic field. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands and our fingers and our tippy fingers, and we're going to just move our hands gently around, full circumference, up and down. If you're standing up, you can bend over. I'm doing it sitting down. And what I'm doing is I'm connecting kinetically with my electromagnetic field. I'm connecting to it. I'm bringing that information inside as well as outside. So think of your hands and your fingers as mini antennae. Really feel that space. It's not empty. It's you. It's the larger part of you. It's sentient. So connect now to your electromagnetic field. Step number 3 complete. Step number 4, we're going to connect to the Om-powered I Am. This is your higher power. This is where your divinity resides. This is the infinite, eternal, best, highest version of you. It resides in the heart. So bring your hands together, place in front of your chest like this. Press in to the chest. Make the connection using your hands to your heart. And now gently open your hands as though you're opening a door. In fact, you're opening a portal. So open that space up. And as you do so, in your mind's eye, notice the golden light that is shimmering out, blasting out from the center of your chest. That is your inner sun. That is your Om-powered I Am. All that is, all that has been, all that will be. The I am, that I am, that I am, that I am. That is your divine presence made local. Now go in to that space and become one with the light. Beautiful. And as you become one with the light, as you surrender to the light, notice that this inner sun is beginning to rise, and as it does so, it expands and it pours its rays of light out in all directions. Now you can use your hands to track that light. So do that now. Follow those rays of light out from the center of your chest, out in all directions, filling your primed electromagnetic field with the golden light of empowerment, the Om-powered I Am. This is who you are. I just feel that brilliance, feel that radiance, because that's you. Beautiful. Now bring your hands back in, and as you do so, notice the tension between your hands because of the energy that you have charged through intention, through presence. We're going to bring our hands back together again. I'm going to bring it back to the chest. And now we're going to connect to the community, to all of the light workers on this planet, to all of those light workers who are not on this planet, who have humanity's highest liberation as their mission. We're going to connect to a community of light beings. And in doing so, we're going to attach ourselves to a greater vortex of power. And we're going to really feel that resonating in our electromagnetic field. So feel it coming in and down through the mind, down into the heart, and out through the biotechnology. This is mind-heart coherence. So see that as a ripple on a lake, rippling out, as a waveform that we call coherence. So let's just sit in stillness for a few seconds and feel that presence. And now see that ripple out in all directions through your electromagnetic field, out into the greater quantum field. And once it reaches the edge of your electromagnetic field, just let go. But know that that ripple, that wave of coherence is going to keep going out, out, out in all directions. It will affect the people in your life, the people you work with. It'll affect the people in your locality. They'll have no idea why. But that's what we're doing here. So let that go and let God do its work. And we always close DCT by saying, and so it is. We thank Source Om for all that it is, for its loving presence and guidance in our life. And we say to you, notice what you notice. Notice what you notice today, because the quantum field is always talking to you. So I invite you in the coming minutes to take a few minutes just to sit still, just to stay in this feeling of resonance. And if you're so inclined, just whatever's coming up, write it down, contemplate it, process it. But more than anything, I just invite you to sit in stillness. Once we experience divine connection, everything else pales by comparison. And so the choice between being online or being in line is not difficult. Have a beautiful day.